ni Educative Tuesday ndani ya Chuka University Radio 98.8 FM. Tuko naye Madam Joyce Mghoi, ako smart like ever. Kama kawaida tunasema. Madam Joyce Mghoi.
Yes.
Uko fresh?
Niko sawa kabisa.
Kwa hivyo hata unajua hizo salamu.
Naendelea. Niko fresh. Niko fresh barida.
Uko fresh barida.
Yes.
Hey, siku dhani unaelewa hizo salamu lakini
inabidi nikiwa na watu kama nyinyi inabidi.
Lazima uelewe.
Lazima nielewe.
Naam. How was your
My week was good.
Yeah.
It was quite good.
No.
I can't complain.
Ndio.
Only with the sad story of the Mghoi bridge
yeah.
and people losing their lives.
Yes.
That's what has dampened the week because of that.
Ndio.
Very, very unfortunate that people are losing their lives.
Ndio.
Because either of faulty vehicles or the roads not very good. Because that road is quite steep.
Yeah.
That the bridge is quite steep.
Kwa sababu nikitoka maeneo ya Meru,
yes,
ni steep.
Very steep.
It's
very steep. Very, very steep. So it's very unfortunate. Tunaambia wale wote ambao wamepoteza wapendwa wao pale. Poleni sana kwa sababu ya hayo. Na Mungu awape neema, Mungu awape comfort ili muweze kupona.
Naam. Tunasema kwamba Mola ailaze roho zao mahali pema peponi.
That is true.
Tuesday ulikuwa hapa. Tukazungumza mambo na barua.
Nikazungumza mambo na application letter and cover letter. I realized tunapoteza watu tukisema cover letter. Kuna watu wengi hawako wanaielewa ni nini cover letter. What is it covering?
Kwa sababu after tumetoka hapa kuna mtu tulipatana naye akaniuliza kumbe hiyo wakati wote mlikuwa mnazungumza kuhusu application letter.
I realized that when we call it a cover letter, tunapoteza watu wengi. Really, cover letter is application letter. It's an application letter that is written to request for a job, depending on the advert, if it is advertised, if it is not advertised, and you are just feeling like you want to inquire whether there is a job there, you write a cover letter, which we are, actually it is an application letter. It's an application letter.
Ndio, nakumbuka Tuesday pale tuliweza kumwahidi msikilizaji kwamba siku ya leo akiungana nasi tuweza kumwambia application letter ile cover letter lazima iandamane na kitu kingine.
Lazima iandamane na kitu kingine. Haiwezi enda peke yake. Haiwezi enda peke yake kwa sababu hiyo application letter ni page moja. Just one page. And that one page you cannot be able to write everything that you want people to know about you. So it has to be accompanied by something we call Curriculum Vitae, which is in short CV. Which is in short CV.
Mahali ambapo unaandikanga experience, background, unasema unapenda
hapo sasa ndio unaandika story nyingi hapo. Hapo ndio unaandika ile shule ulienda, Otongolo School, you know, hizo mashule zote unaandika hapo.
Ndio, lakini kuna watu by the way wamekuwa na maswali. Wanauliza hiyo kwa unajua kwa CV unakuanga na mahali ambapo ni referees sana.
Yes.
Hawa referees ni vyema kwanza uwapigie simu ama wewe waandike tu mambo yatakuwa shwari.
Okay, ni vizuri waambie. Ni vizuri waambie, unotify mtu umwambie kwamba nimekuandika kama referee in my CV. And it's very important to let them know that you are I've indicated you as my referee. The reason why it's important for you to notify them is because employers sometimes call these people. They call these people and they ask them about you. So if you did not call them and notified them that I have written you as my CV, they will start saying, ati who? Nani huyo? You know? So they will look like they are not aware of what they are being asked. By the time we settle down akili zao wajue they are supposed to be talking good about somebody, already time has gone and the employer has already had question marks. So it's very important for, if you are writing someone in your CV as a referee, it's very important for you to notify them that I have written you in my CV. So when they are called, they are aware. It's very important to notify them. Don't just write someone and then walk away. Especially if you are writing your lecturers, if you are writing your head teachers, if you are writing your immediate supervisor may not have much problem because your immediate supervisor may not be working with so many people to be able to forget about you. But if it is a lecturer has taught so many students, you know, and if it's a lecturer who is experienced, year after year he is producing graduates year after year. So that means there are very many students that probably have written him as a referee. So it's very important for you to notify that lecturer so that he is able to know that have written you as a lecturer. Even if it's your supervisor, maybe supervised you in a project, it's very important to let him know that you have indicated them as supervisors. And when I say him, I mean also her.
Hatuko gender bias sisi tunazungumza kuhusu him and her as him. Yes. Ndio. Na unajua niliweza kugundua kwamba Educative Tuesday inasaidia sana sana hata watu ambao wanatafuta kazi, watu vile vile ambao wanataka kuswitch from one job to another. Vile vile kuna watu ambao wako kule secondary schools ambao huwa wanatahiniwa mambo na kuandika CV hivyo. Kwa hivyo ningeomba uweze kutupatia ambavyo hii mambo yanafaa kufuatana pale kwa CV. Tunafaa kuandika hii CV. Ndio.
Now, a CV we have said is a curriculum vitae. Yes. That's what we have said. The word CV means curriculum vitae. And this is a document that is supposed to summarize about you. Summarize, not write everything again. In the cover letter, you don't write everything. In the CV, again, you also don't write everything. It is supposed to summarize. It's supposed to summarize. And a cover letter, a CV should take about 2 to 3 pages. Especially if you are you are not really experienced in the work, or if you are a student that is just graduating, really your CV cannot take more than 2 pages or cannot take more than 3 pages. Another thing why it needs to be quite short is so that the employer can be able to read it through. Otherwise, if you give your employer 50 pages CV, you won't see kitabu jameni. It will be very hard for them to be able to identify your strong areas in that 50-page CV. So make it short, make it brief, and concentrate on on key areas. Concentrate on key areas. So now, writing of CV letters has evolved again, and that's why I keep on talking about evolving. Evolving of careers, evolving of jobs, evolving of very many other things. CV writing has also evolved a lot. Initially, what people were doing in CV, in writing a CV, they were putting their personal details. They were putting their personal details, the name, the nationality, the gender, the years, how old they are, the contact, whether they are married or not married, and so on. So there were many things they were putting there, but it has evolved. You don't need to put all this information. CV writing has evolved. So the key areas when you are writing your CV, there are key areas that you need to indicate or that you need to include. One of them is your name. Your name. Your name and your title. Who are you? Like me, if I was to write, I would write my name on top there as Joyce Mghoi. Joyce Mghoi. Then my title would be psychological counselor, career counselor, and motivational speaker. I can even add a mediator, I have many things. But you see all those many things. When you are writing, you are applying for a job, maybe they don't need all this. Maybe they just need me as a psychological counselor. Or maybe they need me as a motivational speaker. Or they need me as a career counselor. So I will pick the one that is appropriate depending on the job. Because I'm qualified in all. So you put your name, you put your title. And then you put your telephone number, your email address, your telephone number and your email address. These ones are very key. Okay, some people would put their box numbers there. It may not be wrong, but it's very important for you to know that currently most of the employers don't write letters, PO box. They rarely do. So the mode of contact is telephone numbers or email.
Kwa sababu mimi nimezoea tukiwa primary school tunaandika PO box. Tukiwa high school PO box. University PO box.
It is good. It is good. But again, box also gives a wrong perception or wrong information. The reason why I'm saying it may give wrong information is because, like now you, Washira, if you are to write a PO box, I am sure you write PO box where Kiambu or Muranga or wherever, and you are here in Chuka, isn't it? If I was to write PO box myself and I use my PO box where I'm married, it will be PO box Nyahururu or PO box Muranga. or PO box where I'm born and brought up, Taita Taveta. You know, and I'm here in.
Yeah, Chuka.
So it doesn't give the correct information as to where you are and your availability. Yes. You know, your availability. Because someone may look at it as a PO box Lamu. Huyu atafika hapa lini? You know, so such like things. Yeah. So the most important that you need to put there is your telephone number. Yes. If possible, put 2 telephone numbers, maybe Safaricom and Airtel, and then put your email address. Yeah. And again, email address, remember we said, put email address that is readable.
Kitu inakaribia kuwa official.
Kitu inakaribia kuwa official.
Simpedaughari@gmail.com.
That is the
kijana ya Biblia.
Kijana wa Biblia, you know.
#.com.
There are those pet names that we have, and there are those comedy names that you have been given by maybe our friends. They may not need to appear here. Have an official email address that has at least one of your names. If it's your last name or your first name, that looks like hii inaenda kwa binadamu, haiendi kwa mnyama. Because some of our email address look like there is like an animal writing to us.
Tunaka kama wanyama kidogo lakini.
Yes. So it has to carry your email address, it has to carry your telephone number. Then it has to carry your personal details. Yes. Now, personal details is just brief on really who you are. Really who you are. Yes. So that people can really know you. Who are you really? Yes. Just in short, very much in brief. Then it has also to have okay, now currently people are putting professional summary, or summary in general. Who are you? In summary, general. Like if I look at some of the CVs that I have here as just as a sample, one of them says, as a professional summary, one of them says, a well-presented, intelligent, and highly focused individual who is keen on a career in manufacturing industry, blah, 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 blah. He says many other things, including eagerly seeking an attachment or entry level in a pro-learning environment. That's one. Another one says, highly performing sales professional. This is a summary. Highly performing or high-performing sales professional with over 15 years of experience. And then they continue there to say something small. So an excellent communicator, negotiator, multitasker, you know, with agile and flexible approach. There is a small summary about
so kwa personal details unaweza jimarket kidogo.
Unajimarket pale. Na usiseme uongo, useme tu ukweli like lakini unajipatia some kind of marketing there. So it can carry some bit of summary about yourself and just something which is professional. It has to be professional. Then from there you can put in your skills. What skills do you have? What skills do you have? These skills can come from what you have learned. The skills can come from your areas of study. So you identify some of the skills that probably may be required there. Skills like maybe conflict resolution. You are good in conflict resolution. You are good in planning and organization. You are good in customer care, customer service. Those are some of the skills that you can be able to put depending on your area. Depending on your area. Then from there, you put your work experience. You put your work experience.
Hapo sasa ndo vita inakuwa.
You put your work experience. Washira, I want to tell you, even you have experience. Even you have experience. You have experience because you have even gone for attachment. You are doing some work now. You know, you are doing some job now. And even in your secondary school, there could be areas where you are, probably maybe as a captain, probably maybe as a
DH captain,
or a CU chairperson. So you are DH captain.
I was a DH captain pale.
Okay.
Na watu wangu wako wanaumia.
Haya sawa. So kuna some experience ambayo uko nayo. So you can also be able to highlight a bit of your experience. And this experience has to be in line with what you are applying for.
What is required of you.
What is required of you. Usiweke tu experience ile inakuja kwa akili.
Si wakati watu wanataka lazima ufuate ile application letter yako.
Experience ambayo iko in line with the job you are applying for. It's in line. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to change what you graduated for, but it only means that what you graduated for, you're going to identify some of the experience that is needed to be able to fulfill this job. So you can probably write some experience. And this experience also can carry some kind of achievement. You know, it can carry some kind of achievement. Some of the achievement that you have been able to achieve in a certain area. Like maybe you have exceeded sales goals, or you have maintained professionalism at work, networking, you are good at networking, you know, you've created and maintained a sales environment. You can be able to put some of those. If you have not been able to, probably you have not you've not worked for long. You've not worked for long. Maybe you have just graduated. You can put some kind of roles or experiences, like maybe you are responsible for implementing, coordinating, evaluating. You know, you've conducted the students' need assessment or need survey, training methodologies, depending on what you have been able to do. So your CV must carry your experience, your work experience. Yes.
Kuna kazi ambazo huwa tunajihusisha sana sana zinakuanga zile za kujitolea. Maybe ulikuwa umejitolea mkaenda mkasafisha mtaa, ukapata certificate hapo. You uta include wapi?
Unaweka hapo kwa hiyo experience, especially if it is related. If it is related to what you're doing, you can be able to put it there. Actually, even volunteer work. And that's why we really encourage students to volunteer. Sometimes when you tell a student to volunteer, they say, these people will just use my, I will use my time, and then they don't even pay me, and I'm doing for them a good job. When you are volunteering, you are getting experience. When you are volunteering, you are getting experience. Actually, any student that volunteers has an added advantage, because even when they are applying, they are saying, I am a volunteer in this particular organization. That act of volunteering shows you are a bit self-led. You can be able to give yourself for other people. You can be able to use your energy, your work, your experience to be able to help other people
and serve the nation.
And serve the nation. So it's very, very important. If you have volunteered, if you have done any community work, put it there as an experience. Put it there as an experience. So you have your work experience there. After you have done your work experience, and some people have a lot of work experience, you can now go to your education qualifications. Education qualification. So your education qualification does not need to come the first. And that's why I've said things have evolved. Because initially when we were writing CVs, you write, I'm married, I'm single, I'm what, all that. And then immediately after that, you write your education background. Then after that is when you go to work experience. But currently, the employer wants to see at a glance what you are able to do. What you're able to do. And that's why writing a CV has evolved. It has evolved. Just the way cover letter has also evolved. Yes, there are things that the employer wants to see at a glance. So after you've written your work experience, then you can go to your education experience. Education experience or
education background.
Education background. You can go to your education background. Where have you learned? Have you done, what is it that you have done? If you have done Bachelor's of Science in Analytical Chemistry, you say.
You start with that.
And where, you say.
Kuna order?
And year, you say. There is an order. You start with the latest. You start with the latest. If you have graduated with Masters recently, you put it as the first one, and then you put the degree, and then you put your secondary school. And then primary, we really don't advocate so much, because if you have done a master's, there is no way that you didn't do primary.
But in Kenya it's possible.
In Kenya it's possible.
Kenya unapata mtu na graduate na masters.
And graduate na masters na hakufanya degree. Honestly, I don't know what's happening. But generally, you put there now your education experience, where you went to the university, what you graduated with, you indicate. You indicate there. After you've done that, then if you have any hobbies or any interests, you can be able to put them. If you have hobbies
and
or interests, you can be able to put them. Now, the hobbies and the interests should also be those that are in line with probably what you are applying for. Don't put some hobbies that are awkward.
And must they be true?
Yes, they must be true.
Yeah, you know.
They must be true to some extent. Just the way I told you, you cannot start writing hobbies that you really have no idea about.
Reading books.
You can be asked a question and then you are not able to answer. Yet you are the one who has written. So usijiset. Unaweza jiset.
So tuongee ukweli.
Andika something that is real and something that is relevant. And something that is relevant. You write something that is relevant and something that is true. So you can put there your hobbies and your interests. Okay, the other thing that you can put in the CV also is other things that you have been able to do or other responsibilities that you have probably been able to responsibilities that you have been able to undertake in the society. Just the way I've mentioned. Maybe you have been a chair of the CU, indicate there. Maybe you've been a games captain, indicate there. Maybe you are a chair lady of the church, indicate there. Maybe you are the chair of men's fellowship, indicate there.
Maybe
you are the treasurer of your chama self-help group, indicate there that you are a treasurer of that. Other things that you have done that they may not be directly related, but they are quite important. Here also, you can be able to put things like if you have written an article in the newspaper, if you have written a blog, maybe you have a blog, you put there. If there are some awards that you have achieved, you put there. If you have attended some conferences, you also put that information there. So you are able to put all that there.
Leo tumesoma kweli. Leo nimejua mambo na CV. Anaitwa Madam Joyce Mghoi pale YouTube ni Touch of Grace na niliona ni KE pale. Ndio. Na kama umeweza kupitwa na mambo hapo, msikilizaji unaweza pita pale kwenye YouTube pale channel, usubscribe pale alafu unaweza like pale. Kuna kabel kana kuanga somewhere hapo. Unalingi hiyo bell alafu utakuwa unapokea mambo kama haya ambayo tutakuwa tunazungumza kila Tuesday ndani ya Educative Tuesday. Naomba tu tupunge hewa kidogo alafu turejee na mambo mengi. Amezungumza kuhusu name, title vile akazungumza usiweke email ya Timfuga ng'ombe eti
no, kama ni agriculturalist anaweza weka hiyo.
Leo ikiwa ni Educative Tuesday, leo form ni kutesa. Tuko naye Madam Joyce Mghoi ndani ya nyumba. Tunazungumza mambo kuhusu na CV pale. Tuliweza kuzungumza mambo kuhusu application letter. Tukasema kwamba application letter lazima iweze kuandamana na kitu kingine ambacho ni CV pale. Tumeweza kuzungumza mambo ambayo yanafaa kuwa pale, personal details, tukazungumza skills, work experience, educational qualifications, hobbies, interests. Tukaweza kuzungumza mambo mengi sana. Lakini niko na swali. Mambo na umezungumza mambo na qualifications. Qualifications sana tunafaa na mambo na responsibility. Qualifications pale, kwa education pale. Tunafaa kuinclude nini haswa pale ndani?
Kwa qualifications.
Ndio.
Kuna academic qualification. That one you have to give. The academic qualification. Other than academic qualification, you need to give other professional qualifications. There are other professional qualifications because every profession, profession has some other professional qualifications that someone need to have. So it's important to include other professional qualifications or other workshops. If you have attended workshops and you have a certificate for that, if you have attended any training, short trainings, because we normally have short trainings, maybe for 2 days, 3 days, a day, and in those trainings you are given a certificate, then you include, because these small certificates, they help you to become a professional. Because in those small, trainings and workshops and so on, you are able to deal with emerging issues in your profession. Emerging issues in your profession. Just the way I've told you that things are evolving. My career could be evolving. Like when we talk about counseling, there are so many new counseling issues that you come across that were not there before. Like when right now we talk about issues of lesbianism and homosexuality. Those were things probably that were not they were not there. So you will need these short trainings to be able to get to know emerging issues. More exposed. So those certificates also, you mention them. You mention them. Yes, you mention them. Actually, you start with the recent one as you go further, depending on the certificates that you have achieved. So you need to include, other than the academic qualification, you need also to have a section of other certificates and awards that you have accumulated. If probably you went for a certificate of, sometimes you're given certificate of participation, which is okay. But what was it dealing with? Maybe it was dealing with management. Maybe it was dealing with something, an issue, gender disability, or maybe different things. Different things, So you include them there. You include the certificate and what the theme of that training was. Or what was it handling. So you include there.
Mambo na vile vile tumeangalia mambo na skills. Ukazungumza kuhusu skills. What is required of us? Kwa skills sana.
What skills we are supposed to have? Okay. Now there are some skills that we are supposed to have. And there are some that we have, but they may not be quantified and they may not be seen. I don't know whether you're getting me. We have two types of skills. We have the soft skills and the hard skills. There are two types of skills: soft skills and hard skills. Now, in those in hard skills, those ones are tangible. You can be able to see, you can be able to verify. For the soft skills, there are people who include soft skills that probably you cannot be able to touch. Like, for instance, if you put a skill like I am hardworking. How can we know you are hardworking? It's not, you cannot touch it.
You cannot touch hard work.
You cannot touch it. You cannot touch hard work. But you can touch what you have probably been able to do. So you need to include soft skills like problem-solving skills. That's a soft skill, and it can be verified by you, the way you are solving your problems. And even when you are asked in an interview, probably how have you ever encountered a difficult situation? How did you solve it? Then you can use the problem-solving skill to be able to explain how you dealt with that particular issue. So soft skills like problem solving, critical thinking, creative thinking, flexibility, communication, emotional intelligence, and attention to details. Those are some. Teamwork is also another soft skill. So you put soft skills that if you are asked how you apply these soft skills, you can be able to explain. But when you put things like I'm hardworking, when you're asked how do you work hard, you cannot be able to. You cannot be able to explain. Then issues on hard skills. Hard skills are like probably you've done computer software. Probably you're able to do design or to design things. Probably you have done things like data analysis, or you are a mathematician, or you have done project management, or you have done marketing, or you have done administrative things, or you have done foreign language, or you are good in writing. Those are hard skills. Hard skills now are things that you can be able to prove. They are hard skills. It's what you did, what you can show, what you can show.
Kwa hivyo mambo na skills pale.
Mambo na skills tusiweke abstract skills. Yani skills that yani huwezi elezea. You cannot explain. Huwezi zielezea. Ukiambia na mtu uelezee, huwezi elezea.
I'm hard work and passionate.
How can your passion be proved? Are you getting that? How can we prove your passion? We may not be able to prove
it. Sana huwa tuna include
I'm passionate. Of course they are good, and they show that you really are really focused in that, but then they may not be tangible. They may not be tangible. And you may not explain them. If you're asked, how are you passionate? Explain to us, passionate.
Kidogo pale utachanganyika
kidogo, ndio. So you don't put abstract skills. Yes. Put skills that can be proven. Yes.
Ukazungumza nikakuuliza swali tukianza pale. Mambo na referees na ukaweza kuzungumza vizuri, ukasema tuwapigie simu kwanza, tuwajulishe kwamba nimekuandika mahali. Lakini sasa unajua tunaweza kuwa, can we have relatives as referees?
No, it's not advisable to have your relative as a referee. Why? Because this is area of work. Unless maybe you are working in a company of your relative, and it just happens that your CEO is your relative, maybe your father, maybe your whatever. Now he takes the position of a supervisor, not as a relative. So you don't put relatives unless they are working with you in the same organization, and they could be your supervisors. So there you can put them, because you have no any other option, because they are the ones that are in charge. But under normal circumstances, don't put your relatives as referees.
Wacha kuleta watu wa familia yenu wote kwa barua pale.
Yes, because they may not have, they may not be able to explain your professionalism. They may not be able to explain your professionalism or your work. They may not be able to explain your work. So don't put them. They know you as a brother, as a sister, as a mom, as a
na mambo na referees kabla tujatoka hapo. How many of them should they, wanafaa kuwa wangapi at least pale?
Okay. Most of the time organizations indicate the number of referees you should include. But if they have not indicated, you can put 2 or 3. If they have not indicated, you can put 2 or 3. But in most of the cases, they may indicate there, include contacts of 2 referees, or include contacts of 3 referees. If they have not indicated, you put 2 or 3. Yes, 2 or 3. And these ones, please try as much as possible to put a referee who is your supervisor, probably your immediate supervisor, or someone who knows your work. You can put your lecturer. You can also put your maybe head teacher in school, in secondary school, for now. For now, as you continue to grow.
As you grow,
as you continue to grow professionally. Because as you continue to grow professionally, you get in contact with other people that can vouch for you, or can talk about you professionally in a better way.
Sasa naona muda umetupa kisogo. Ukiconclude pale ungetuambia vipi kuhusiana na mambo na CV?
Okay. Kulingana na mambo na CV, we have said it should be 2 to 3 pages. That one we should take into consideration that. Then you should be able to put there your skills, your experience, work experience, your achievements, if you have achieved anything in the organization that you were before, your hobbies or interests, if you have any, your education qualification, your other qualifications or awards, then other additional information that is probably required there, you need to check that. Then don't leave out key achievements. It's very, very important for you to identify key achievements you've ever had. And then try to use keywords depending on the advert. Look at the advert, read it properly, and when you are doing your CV, tailoring it to that job, because don't use a CV every time you are asked for a CV and a cover letter, you fish the one that you did long time ago and then you send. You tailor it. Every time you have a new job, a new application, you tailor it. So use keywords depending on that particular job. Don't lie in your CV. Don't lie. Write things that are
hobbies, swimming,
write things that you are able to do. Don't lie. Just write things that you are able to do, and things that you really qualify to do. Because they will tax you. They will tax you when you say you have this, and then when they employ you don't have, you lose the credibility.
Na nakumbuka Tuesday ukituambia kwamba kuna mtu aliambiwa aweze kuimba wimbo wa taifa. Kitu ambacho aliporomosha pale.
Check your spellings and your grammar. Very, very key. Don't write wrong grammar and wrong spellings. It puts off the employer. So make sure you check your spellings, you check your grammar. Nowadays, there are a number of applications that can help you write well. Incorrect formatting and font, please don't do that. Have correct formatting and have consistent font. The font that you have used for your cover letter is the font that you use for your CV.
Yes.
Don't use a font of
13
kule kwa cover letter ukifika hapa uko na 10, you know. So you make sure you use the same font.
Yes.
And then the dates, especially if you've been working,
yes.
and then after some, maybe Corona came, you are laid off, and you didn't have anything that you are doing probably which is professional, look for something that there is nobody that sits in the home and folds his hands or her hands. There is something that you are doing. So try to close the gap so that it doesn't look like you have been idle and you have not been practicing what you are called to practice. And then make sure you give contacts and addresses, your professional email, and it will be good to go.
Tumemaliza?
Yes.
Thank you very much Madam Joyce Mghoi akiondoka pale. Ametufunza leo mambo na CV, akatuambia sema mambo ya ukweli pale. Kama ni referees vile vile jaribu kukutu watu ambao ni relevant pale. Usilete familia yenu yote kwa CV, leta pale. Naomba tuzame kidogo, naona Dennis Langat amejiandaa kwa taarifa kwa habari za Kiswahili pale. Tazama na ngoma 2-3. Madam Joyce Mghoi, God bless you.
Thank you.
Asante sana.
Thank you. God bless you too. Have a good day. Let it not be as cold as it has been. Thank you.
You're welcome.